So I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, which is probably pretty concerning for most people when I start thinking. I don't know if this is an issue with like the English language or just society as a whole, but I think I've ended the debate of whether a cheesecake is a cake or a pie. I've determined that a cheesecake can't be a cake because according to Google, by definition, a cake requires ingredients that I'm pretty certain you don't put in a cheesecake. So to me, that's just like an immediate scratch off. A cheesecake is not a cake, but I think most people agreed upon that. So the big debate is a cheesecake a pie? And I have to say no. So I looked up on, the Google, what the definition of a pie is, and I did not know this, but for it to be a pie, it has to consist of either a fruit or it has to consist of a meat and vegetable, which is just mind-blowing on a lot of things that we consider pie. But we'll get to that in a minute. So if a cheesecake is not a cake, nor is it a pie, what is a cheesecake? Well, my friends, I believe I have found the answer. I believe a cheesecake is a tart. All a tart is any open pastry containing any filling. So what that tells me is, logically speaking here, all pies are tarts, but not all tarts are pie. Because you have to have fruit or meat in the tart in order for it to be a pie. And cheesecake doesn't have fruit or meat. Now, if you want to say, oh, what about strawberry cheesecake? That's a topping. The entity of itself is not strawberry, so I can't count that in good conscience. But that gives us a lot of meaning as to things that we call pie that I never knew why we called it pie. For instance, pizza pie makes sense. Open pastry containing a tomato sauce filling, that makes pizza pie make sense. Pecan pie, yes, I say pecan, not pecan, not pecan. I will fight you for it. Also makes sense because I didn't realize that pecans are a fruit. Mind-blowing in itself there. It kind of opened my world up to all of these foods that we thought were categorically correct are just a lie. So then I got to wondering the age-old question of what about a hot dog? Is it a sandwich? Most people, I think that's the most 50-50 question I can possibly come up with, is the yes or no on is a hot dog a sandwich. My thing is, if you're going to say that the thing that makes a hot dog is the singular bun, then you have to call a Subway sandwich a hot dog, and that's just stupid. To me, the thing that makes a hot dog and not just a regular sandwich is the actual hot dog weenie. The thing that goes in the hot dog is the definitive answer as to what a hot dog is. But I think it also has to go in a singular bun, because if you take a piece of bread and you put you cut a hot dog weenie in half and then you put it on another piece of bread, that's a sandwich. We all know that. That's psychopath thinking if you think that that's not a sandwich. But I can't in good conscience call a regular hot dog, the thing we all know is a hot dog, a glizzy, whatever you want to call it. I can't call that a sandwich. I just can't do it. So then what is it? Well, I'm glad you asked. I think that because we establish it requires the specific type of meat and it is housed in a bun, a singular bun, because a hot dog is an open pastry containing specifically a meat filling, a hot dog, by definition, has to be a pie.